some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch, that time the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
He's got it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They keep attacking through the air. He finds his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this.
Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And that is a beautiful throw. Get it to your receiver quickly. Let him do the rest, making the quarterback look good. And if you watched Florida football back in the day, that is exactly why Jesse Palmer had a job. Throw it to elite wide receivers that make their quarterback look really good.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. To the air, it's Sellers. Might be looking to run. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? He gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He's not afraid to go deep. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
That keeps the score. Florida, 24. South Carolina, 13.
The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the comeback is on.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over first and 10.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I
got a lot of running room. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, Think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on. They've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum.
He's off to the races. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. And here they come almost all the way back.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They'll run it. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the two-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Moving past the 25. All kinds of running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown Gators! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 25. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
South Carolina, a Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the...
He's loose. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more